Hi, and welcome to SlideHub. Maintaining your company library is an important step for the upkeep and organization of your assets. Doing it is very easy and can be done directly on the platform. End users will contribute slides to the company library. SlideHub's workflows are built to make growing the slide library a team sport where you can easily review, edit, and label relevant slides for future use. To review contributions, simply click on the Contributions tab in the Asset platform. In this section, you will find all contributions from your team members. They can be pending, rejected, or completed. Pending means that no one in your organization has reviewed them or acted on them. Rejected means that the contributions don't align with the manager or gatekeeper's guidelines and decided to not add it to the company's library. And completed means that the contribution has added value to your organization and was added to the company library. To view details of a particular contribution, click on View on the right side of the individual contribution. To add any relevant labels to a slide that has already been contributed, simply click on View Slides. Select the slide that you would like to label, and select to Update. Now you can choose to mark this slide as a high priority to only show in presentations and to add any categories or subcategories that it may need. Now you can select to add the slide to a library. And your slide is now visible and available in the company library. Any contributions from your organization that require attention will be under the tab labeled as Active. Contributions can be in either of the three stages: pending manager assessment, ongoing, or on final review. Pending manager assessment means that no one has reviewed or opened the slides to review them. Ongoing means that someone has taken the contribution and is taking action. This could be making visual changes or any edits needed on the slides. And final review means that a specific contribution is almost ready to be added to the company's library. You can then choose from the following actions. Add the slides directly to the library. This will add the slide or slides submitted by a contributor to the company library immediately. You would only do this if the content and visuals do not need any modification. Mark as ongoing. This will send the contribution to the main view and allow it to be seen by any other managers or gatekeepers to take action. Choose to request review. You will choose someone else from your organization to take a look into the specific contribution. This could be to check the content or to tweak any of the visuals. Or you can also choose to decline the slide. This will reject the contribution and it won't allow it to be added into the company's library. After you select any action, you will be able to notify the responsible via email. This will save time to keep people responsible at your organization updated with any changes. One of SlideHub's advantages is that it allows managers to update multiple slides at the same time, instead of having to go through folders and find specific content to replace. The PowerPoint add-in will automatically scan your slides to check for any updates. You will first need to make sure that you've inserted the slides from the Insert Your Company Slides. Then make any changes needed on your slides. And click on this button that will show you all the slides on your document that it found. The add-in will show you all the slides from your company library that are included in your file, and you can select as many as you need to update once you've made the changes necessary to them. Then just click Update in Library, and the slides will automatically update in your library and across any and all presentations that they are included. Let's go into the presentations for an example. This slide is featured across two presentations. We'll insert the slide and make the appropriate changes. Now we will update in the library. And the slide has now been updated across both presentations. Another way to update multiple slides at once is by first inserting the slides from your company library and making any necessary changes. Now click on the Manage Assets button in the PowerPoint add-in and select to Update Multiple. Now just upload the file that you've just saved. And select the slides that should be updated. You can also click on the button to compare to the original. And that's it, your slides were successfully updated and now you can see them in your company library. To keep track of any changes, you can then go into the specific slide you updated, and it will show you previous versions of the slide. You can then choose to replace the current slide with the previous version, or add as a new standalone slide. You can also choose to delete this slide version. You can also see in which presentations this slide is featured, so it is featured in 2 presentations, and they both share the same root slide. If you have 2 or multiple slides that are very similar, you can use the merge feature to avoid having duplicates. Just choose the slides you would like to merge and click on the top right arrow button. Select Merge Slides and select which slide should be used as the primary slide. The alternate versions of the slide that were replaced will be saved in the previous versions section of each slide as the slide history. There are 2 ways in which you can create categories. The first is directly when uploading content, and the second is through the Categories option as an administrator. Simply click on the Categories menu in the Manage Assets tab, and it will show you a list of all your current categories. Here, you can manage the existing categories by clicking on the Edit button. You can choose to change the name, the description, the icon for it, and any additional subcategories. Or you can choose to create a new category. Once you're done adding any relevant labels, subcategories, and deciding if they should show shared subcategories, click on Save. And you will now see this new category added to your list. Categories and subcategories can then be rearranged to best fit your company's needs. If you delete a category, the content linked to that category will not disappear. It will only get updated and stop having that category attached. However, we suggest that you update the existing content with a new category to keep everything organized. To create a new presentation from the slides already in your company library, simply click the Manage Assets button in the PowerPoint add-in. Then, select the slides you'd like to include in your presentation. The order does not matter yet, as you will be able to rearrange later on. Once you have all your slides, select the drop-down arrow on the top right corner and select Create Presentation from selected slides. The platform will now ask you to select a cover slide for your presentation, and then to rearrange the order of your slides as needed. And you can go in and add any relevant labels to your presentation as a whole and to each individual slide. To add extra slides to a presentation already in your company library, go into the presentation that you would like to update. And select the submenu here labeled as Edit Slides. Then click on this top button that says Add Slides, and you can choose to add slides from a file in your computer or to add slides from the ones that exist already in the platform. Then just select the slides you would like to add to this presentation and select Add Slides. Now you can see all slides are shown within your presentation, as well as being shown as individual slides. Another way to do this is by selecting the slides that you would like to add to a presentation. Click on the drop-down arrow on the top right corner and select Add Selected to a Presentation. Now you can select one or multiple presentations that you would like to add these slides to. Now, the slides have been successfully added into the selected presentations. Automatic inspiration colors lets you determine the colors your inspiration slides should have when inserted into your presentation. It saves you time so you don't have to make color adjustments manually. If you wish to change the inspiration colors for your company, you can go into the Manage Assets tab and select the Inspiration Colors button. Here you can click on the gear icon to edit any of the current colors you have. Or you can also choose to create a new color palette. You will first need to choose a default template for it. You can choose one of the existing templates you already have or upload a new template. To upload a new template, first go to the Templates tab and choose Create New. Then it will ask you to select a cover image for this template. And that's it. Now it's loaded into all your company templates. Now we'll go back to Inspiration Colors and Create New and choose the template we just uploaded. Now select the slide layout that should be used when inserting any inspiration images. Please note that this will not insert the content already in the slide. It will only use the slide's layout as a default base. Now you must select your primary colors. These two first colors should reflect the most representative colors of your company logo and followed by selecting secondary colors. These are based on the color palette used on your template, but you can also select a specific color. Now choose the color for your text and any backgrounds. Now it will ask you if it should keep or delete placeholder icons. And the font to be used for text. These options are based on the current template you are using. And now just select an inspiration color name and if these should be the company default. And that's it. Now the color palette is available for users in the asset platform. By selecting the test colors, it will automatically download an example file using these colors you've selected. When using SharePoint or another type of shared drive with colleagues, there's no way for managers to know which slides are being used or if they're even being used at all. SlideHub's filtering functionalities allow you to make data-driven decisions to maintain and keep your company's library updated with the most relevant and useful assets. You can first select a filter for slides without categories. This way, you can go in and add any relevant labels to them and keep your library organized. You can also select a filter by download count to see which slides are most being used, as well as which slides are being downloaded the least or not at all. This could help you update the content in them or delete if they're no longer relevant. You can also select a filter by download count and category to see if there might be any categories that are not being used at all and can be merged into another category or deleted altogether. SlideHub has different types of users for organization, and each one of them has access to specific actions. Members are only allowed to make use of the libraries. Accountants can see financial and billing information but will have no say in design material. Gatekeepers are able to manage design content but are not financial information or handle users. And managers have control to manage and see everything but can't delete the account owner, and there can only be one account owner. Typical team use cases could be based on clients, project type, or to create Chinese walls, as only members who are invited to a team can view the slides. Team managers can add new users, add others as team managers, and manage the team's specific library content. To add new slides to specific teams, click on the Team Slides menu and the Manage Assets tab. Now select the team that you would like to add slides to. Please note that you have to be a manager of said team to be able to do this. Now upload the file that you would like to add to this library. Now select your presentation settings as you would on your regular slide library. And that's it. Your slides have now been successfully added to your team library, and they'll be visible for every member of your team. To change the permissions or roles of your team members, click on the View button on the team that you would like to update. It will display every member in this team and if they are a team manager or not. You can then toggle on and off if they will have manager permissions. You can also select to remove from the team or view this member's full profile. To see the users and permissions of members of your organization, click on the Users menu to display all users' current roles and make any modifications if needed. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.